Well, ahoy, chums, and welcome aboard the Fishing with Captain Steve Outdoor Adventure Show. You never know where you're going to go on the Fishing with Captain Steve Outdoor Adventure Show. So I hope you've already gone to the can and you've got a beer in your hand. If not, you better yell at your sweet baboo to get poppin', because this week's episode is going to Namibia, Africa. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it. Accommodations while in Windhoek, Namibia have been provided by Chameleon City Backpackers. And I'll tell you what, chums, these rooms were luxurious. If you don't want to pay the big bucks and you want a nice room, come to Chameleons.
Anyway, here's Namibia. It's quite an impressive map. Namibia is 824,269 square kilometers. It's ginormous. Very small population. Well, the population is perhaps more interesting for those of you who are going to the desert the following weekend. The population is just over 2 million. It works out about 2 people for every square kilometer. So very underpopulated. The main reason is because there are huge, vast areas of this country which are inhospitable.
And with that, off we go on one of Namibia's 8 paved highways. The majority of the roads are gravel, and you notice they drive on the wrong side. We're here at Tashari Lodge, just after sunset because Miss Bean shopped too much in the market. So we'll see you inside. We're just outside of Etosha National Park.
Tashara.
Tashara?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
Don't correct the captain. I know I'm right.
Yes, you are.
See you inside, chums.
We're late because someone was doing too much shopping.
I know.
Well, not only did we have a great meal, but we had even better entertainment. And then it was off to the mosquito net covered beds for a 4 o'clock wake up call. Well, chums, we're at Etosha National Park in Namibia. And as you can see, as it should be, Captain Steve is first in line to get into the park. It was July when we were there, and as you can see, July is their dry time. And dry it is. Richard had said this place here where we are, you could hardly get in when it's raining, even with 4-wheel drive. It's tall grass and hard to see the animals. So there are trade-offs to going in the dry season. You get to see them, but the grass isn't as pretty. Namibia is the only place we saw ostriches. I don't know if it was just that we saw them and didn't see them other places or what, but we didn't see any in South Africa, we didn't see any in Zambia, we didn't see any in Botswana, we didn't see any in Zimbabwe. We sure saw
There's a lot of springbok out on the right, all coming into this waterhole. All up the big part of zebra, so you'll get some amazing pictures in the next 10 minutes.
Well, you've heard of shooting ducks in a barrel? Well, shooting photography in Etosha is like shooting ducks in a barrel. Just go stand around one of the watering holes and the animals will come to you. Look how cautious he is going into drag.
The kudu are very cautious because they're forest dwellers. They're not used, they don't like being out in the open. They spend the majority of their time in the woods, in the trees. So coming out to drink in the open is quite a cautious time. And these 3 hamsbok here are also 3 males as well. So it's great to see.
And you might be asking yourself, why are they being so cautious? They're out here, watering hole, it's pretty easy to see what's going on. Though when you got your head down, it's hard to see, so it's good to have a buddy looking around while you're drinking. You never know. A leopard come running out of them hills.
The one that's just coming in now in the back. He's very, very young. 10 years old perhaps. He's just got 2 cubs. These vultures keep going around.
They are massive, these vultures.
A kudu has 5 years on average of growth for every curl in his horn. So you know the youngest one here is 10 and the oldest is 15. And how do they get this old? Because they are cautious. Because look what's across the little watering hole that they're at. Do you see it yet? Well, you do now. That's right, chums. It's a female lion. No, it isn't. It's 2 female lions. And oh my gosh, is that a baby following it? That second lion, is that a baby behind it?
Oh, here comes the babies.
It is. 2 babies. 3 babies.
Oh my gosh.
4 babies. Oh my gosh, what a great sighting. And no, it isn't 4 babies. It's 5 babies. There was actually another female that was pregnant, and there was a daddy who was hard to photograph, but he was there. What a great sighting. Well, chums, fearing for his life, our guide, Barefoot Richard, has decided to bring the women to one more watering hole before they kill them. Even though the trip is over, they made him late getting out yesterday. We had to bribe the guard to get out. And now they're attempting to do it again. A giraffe is most vulnerable when it's drinking. It has to put its front legs spread wide, and this is a rare sight to see.
Oh, crap.
Well, chums, I guess you can see we owe it to Barefoot Richard. He got us on the lions, and now he got us a rare sighting of a giraffe drinking. This is one of the more difficult sightings to get, chums.
Going in almost, then stopping, and then coming back. Almost going down to drink, then coming back again. Slightest change of the wind. There's a hammersbock coming on the left-hand side. Wind's coming from the hammersbock to the giraffe. That could have just been enough just to make it nervous.
You take it.
It's a rear shot, so I don't know how good it would be.
There she goes. She's turning sideways to give me a picture.
It's pretty special. Oh, it's done.
And with that, I guess we've proven to you how scary it is to get a drink of water if you're an animal in Etosha. And then we head 10 hours south through the Kalahari Desert into the Namibian Desert. Getting the idea Namibia is dry yet, chums? Well, chums, we've come to where the water is over the road. Our guide is getting out to make sure we can make it through. We're a little scared. Were there any crocodiles, Richard?
Yeah. I'm bigger.
Are we going to be able to make it through without pushing the vehicle? This is downright scary. The Namibian desert, water flowing where it shouldn't be. But one good part, folks, is we have plenty of Windhoek lager beer. When I'm in Namibia, I'm drinking a Windhoek. It don't matter if water's covering the road, this beer is good. Windhoek. Are we there yet? Well, chums, of all the places I've been blessed to have seen, the Namibian desert is as pretty as I can tell you I've seen so far, but I'm not through looking for better. And I sure wish I could have shown you the stars from last night. OMG. Well, chums, we're on our little four-wheel drive vehicle bringing us to Susavlay. Videographer's having a hard time keeping the camera on me because it's quite difficult, but we can handle it. We'll see you at Susavlay. Here's a little picture of how the ride looks. Sometimes it's better to do it on your own, but sometimes it's better to pay and have them do it for you.
It's pretty wild. I want to keep that up this one.
Well, chums, Miss Bean stopped to take a video. She's stopping to take a rest and using the video as an excuse. This is very tiring walking in sand up and down dunes. This is our third day walking and we've yet to come to Dead Vlay. I'm beginning to wonder if it exists. Whew. And no beer. It's awful. Well, chums, we finally made it to Dead Vlay. They call it Dead Vlay because these trees have been dead for almost 900 years. They're 100 years old, they live to be 100, so add that 100, they're pretty darn close to 1,000 years old. That's Big Daddy the sand dune back there. And this is like what they call a vlay, is this hard clay stuff. The river used to run through here, but now these giant sand dunes stopped it from making it to the ocean, so it ends in Susavlay. So we're going to be showing you that in a little bit. But I really just wonder if it isn't called Dead Vlay, because by the time you get here, walking through that sand, up and down dunes, you are dead.
Dead tired.
Especially videographer Bean, who happens to have today to be her birthday. They do not have ATVs as she requested.
Yeah.
So we don't know if she's going to make it to the top of dune number 45.
I can honestly say, maybe not.
We'll see.